So, here we are, at the end of our road, giving our final speech. No, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me didn't actually think I'd make it here. It's kind of funny, because I wasn't entirely used to not being in a physical class, which I was looking forward to. But luckily, I was able to get my work done and turn in my assignments and get everything done that I could. You know, I was dealing with a change in my life, basically. And here I am at the end of a road, ready to deal with another change. And it gets you thinking, how do we survive, the changes in our lives? I mean, I'm no stranger to change. But the way I think about it, it's like this. Time moves like water. Whether it's a crashing wave in an ocean or a current in a stream. In any case, it's always moving. Even if you stand perfectly still in it, you will still, at some point, be knocked over by the consistent current or the rising tide. It it depends. Even if you stand still, you can still fail. But that's not a bad thing. You know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Here's an example. When I was 16 years old, my sister had graduated from high school. Well, she's older than me, so. But she had just graduated, and she was going off to college. She was leaving home for the first time. And as older siblings do, when we were kids, she looked out for me a lot. Lord knows I didn't make it easy. But she was there when I needed her. And now she was off on her big adventure, on her big change, and I was stuck here dealing with my own change. I thought I'd be left alone. Because she was, and still is, the first and honestly best friend I've ever had. But as time went on, I realized that I wasn't alone. That I'd made new friends. I'd learned so much more. And I'm still here. Still moving on, still changing. And not too long after she did, I graduated and attended college myself. Which I'm doing now, as you can plainly see. And so I moved on to campus and I realized I'm going through a change too. Now I'm away from home for the first time in my life. But I just kept remembering that I wasn't alone. That I had friends. I had family and I could make friends. Whatever I was going through, I wasn't the first and I certainly am not going to be the last. So, to answer my question from earlier, how do we survive the change in our lives? Simple, really. How did you survive them last time? We know you can't just stand still, because then you might drown. You have to flow with the current. Because everything happens in its own time. And no matter how stressful things get, no matter how crazy things may seem, no matter how chaotic or wild or hard, just remember, you aren't the first, and you will not be the last. Someone before you has gone through the same trials and tribulations as you had, and they have prevailed, passed with flying colors. What makes you any different? How do people survive changes? How did they survive them the last time? And how will you survive this time? Because the truth is, change, it's inevitable. You can't stop it, but you can live with it. And in the end, you may come out far more beautiful than when you went in. And I want to say this directly to the professor. Thank you for the amazing semester. I hope to see you all again soon. Stay beautiful. And don't be afraid to fail. Because if there's a possibility for failure, there's also a possibility for success. Have a good one, everyone. Goodbye, and good luck.